viewers, it is better to remove your app और हर 5 मिनट में देखना बंद कर दीजिए, क्योंकि क्या हो जाता है, यू आर सिटिंग ऑन लेट्स से 5 lakhs of profit and when that comes to 4 lakhs you will start worrying and
Any specific sectors that you are very bullish on or maybe very bearish on also?
So bullish on, I'll talk about. Bearish बात नहीं करूंगा. Many people don't like it when I say I'm bearish on a particular sector. So bullish की अगर हम बात करते हैं तो pharma. So after the Donald Trump he got elected, right? So chances are the China plus one strategy should work, and a lot of these API companies, especially in India, that should benefit, right? And also contract manufacturing जो है, that should also come to the Indian pharma players. So
Right.
that is one space. And even if you look at the hospital segment as a whole, वहाँ पे भी because of the health insurance, जो अभी फिलहाल most of them are getting serious and they are taking
Right.
these health insurance, right? And that should also help most of these hospital stocks. Although valuation
Right.
भी ऐसा है कि most of them जहाँ पे उनको लगता है कि undervalued है, the smart money kind of enters it and kind of pushes it higher. It
Right.
is very rare that you find anything very cheap in this kind of a market after a 3 year bull run. The only way is कि मतलब smaller companies जहाँ पे these big guys usually don't play because of the SEBI regulations and all of
Right.
that. They are not allowed to play in them. So those are the pockets where one can find like a very good company even trading at decent valuations.
Right. Talking about these hospital companies,
हाँ जी.
I think you'll also agree that the smart money has been flowing there, and the FPIs also they've been lesser selling in this sector, right, for
Right.
the last
Right.
1-2 months, right?
Yeah. Right,
Yeah.
Mochi.
So that's a good sector. Uh, Abhi, like what happened on Friday? Yesterday.
Yes.
That was a little funny. Pura market was up all day, और उसके बाद suddenly around 2:33 p.m. you
Right.
see the some news relating to Ukraine and Russia that comes in, and उसके बाद the market starts
Correcting.
to the losing all the gains that it had made during the morning session.
Morning
So,
session.
how do you manage these kind of volatile situations?
Right. So usually, Mochi, anyways, I was out, so I was not really watching the market as such yesterday. But usually on days like this, like let's say what happened on 4th of June, wherein we went down 8, 10%,
Yes.
12%, right?
Yes.
So during such times, I generally tend to play more on the data, right?
Okay.
So if the data is kind of good, usually, I mean, just to give you an example, what happens is whenever some big players buy a particular stock at a certain level, right? They're buying it because they feel it is undervalued or let's say reasonably valued at that point,
Right.
right?
Right.
So
Right.
eventually, if you hold on to them, it is going to go back above those levels because no a big player or let's say a mutual fund would buy a stock to sell it at a lower level,
Right.
right?
Right.
So usually that conviction one has to gain, and that usually only comes after, let's say, a few years being in the market. Such volatile swings are going to be a part of the market, probably are going to be more in the coming days.
Right.
Even on the upside, you might see a very solid bounce that comes in, and again from there, a very volatile down move can also come in.
Right.
So on such days, if you're an investor, मुझे मैं आपको मतलब for our viewers, it is better to remove your app और हर 5 मिनट में देखना बंद कर दीजिए, क्योंकि क्या हो जाता है, you are sitting on let's say 5 lakhs of profit and when that comes to 4 lakhs you'll start worrying and then let's
Right.
say it dips to even 3 lakhs, you'll be like सब साफ कर देंगे, we'll exit everything and
Right.
we'll sit out, right?
Right.
So if
Right.
you're a
Right.
long
Right.
term investor, it is better not to watch the market continuously.
Right.
Analyze the business on a fundamental
Right.